Alright, hey guys, Grumpy here with another episode of Long Haul. Currently we're ticking down at 13 hostile activity per month. We hit our threshold at 250, at which point we'll go from high impact down to moderate impact, which is going to be 2 stability and 20 accessibility, instead of the 3 stability and 30 accessibility that we're suffering right now. Our colony should do a lot better once we tick over, and that should take place in the next like 2 months. Excuse me, in the next 2 to 3 months. So let's go ahead and carry on. We do now definitely have enough supply and fuel to get us over to Nakara, right? If we look at the map, yeah, we have plenty. Okay, so we definitely have enough to make it to Nakara, and then also Samara, so we can talk to our contacts, see what they need. We also got a second Atlas, so that's really nice there. We'll drop the Afflictor off, and then just make sure that both of our Atlases have Augment Drive Fields, so they're not slowing us down. Alright, and then we'll go talk to our contacts. So yeah, this feels a lot better. I knew I was missing something, because Star Sector is a challenging game for sure. But what is that fleet? You are begging to get destroyed. While Star Sector is a difficult game, it's really difficult if you're not doing the right things. So one of the things that we were doing was we are trying to develop without managing hostile activity, which is a new resource in the game that, as we saw, greatly diminish your colony success. So let's go ahead and I didn't mean to sort. We'll go ahead and drop some things off here. We do need the survey data, so we'll keep that with us. We can sell the metals. We can sell the transphotonics, domestic goods. I think these are all going to different areas. Nordia, Nova Maxios. And then this is all just getting traded. Alright. So we'll drop off the Afflictor. We don't need it. We'll go ahead and build in expanded cargo holds. Where you at? Expanded. Yes, build in. And then we need, I guess we don't really need survey equipment. I guess. What would be better for us? No, we'll just keep survey equipment because I'm gonna forget to swap it back over when we go exploring again eventually. So let's just do survey equipment and then augment drive field. And then instead of efficiency overhaul, we'll go ahead and upgrade you to aug drive field. So we are suffering a -1 debuff from degraded drive fields, but it should fall off eventually, and then our fleet will be able to travel at that nice comfortable 20 that we're used to. We'll have to steal supply from Ra. Where you at? We'll have to steal a little bit of supply from Ra to make sure that we can rebuild our ships, but then we should be fine. So like roughly a year left of shortages, but after that, then we will be in a much better place. So let's go ahead. Just borrow 500 supply. What's another 50,000 in the grand scheme of things? And let's head off. Now something I can do, and maybe something that I should be doing, is borrowing from our colonies and selling the goods manually. But I don't necessarily know. I don't necessarily know if that's if that's viable. We can't fight that. We're just gonna turn around. And by turn around, obviously I mean fly straight into it. We should have emergency burned. It's just too many frigates. Nah, and a Hyperion. Alright. This is going to be extremely difficult. But we cannot spend a story point here. And we can't disengage. I mean, we could disengage. Most of our ships would get away, but we lose our freighters. The plan here, don't waste our time on the venture, or if the venture separates itself, blow it up. But there's no hard ships here, like ships that are difficult to destroy. Most things have a very short time to kill. So we could probably get away with just, if we blitz the enemy down, we can get rid of as many ships as possible. We need to be aware of being flanked. For that, our enforcers should be able to protect our sides. And these mules are going to be the biggest issue. However, I think if we use our Griffin to overload their shields, we should be able to cut through the mules. It's going to take a lot, though, and if the mules are side by side, it's just going to be a nightmare. While we're managing this part of the fleet, if we can separate either ourselves or the Eradicator off to go ahead and deal with these carriers, I think that's going to be massive for us. Thankfully, they don't have like Perdition bombers, so we don't have to really worry about being bombarded, certainly. They do have Kopesh, which have Annihilators. That's not too bad. They have Gladius and Thunder, which is interesting. I wonder who those belong to. Those actually belong to the Gemini. Yeah, so those actually belong to the Gemini. So actually, if we get rid of... These are a low priority because our point defense, the limited amount of point defense that we do have, they'd actually be able to deal with these interceptors, which means we really just have broadswords and Kopesh to deal with. And of these two, the broadswords are more of a problem. So that, yeah, that's actually really good. So the Drover's a high priority target. If we get a clear shot, we're going to go ahead and invest heavily and try to get rid of it. Yep. Other than that, we just got to be careful. We don't want to waste our time with the venture, and having a level 7 officer is just egregious. And it's going to be all kinds of annoying. Ugh. Alright, let's give it a shot. So moving to engage, they have the slight advantage. But because there are so few ships involved in this overall, it shouldn't be that much of a fight. That much of an advantage. So we're going to follow just like that. We're going to tell our Griffin and our Eradicator to go ahead and take... I don't really want to fight in the center. Let's go right side and fight there. And then let's grab our monitor and tell them go forward. Alright, let's see how this goes. I'm actually gonna start the fight with the Eradicators on the, or the Enforcers on the Griffin. And I'm just gonna take one Enforcer. So we'll actually rebind you to group 2. So we have 2, 3, 4, and then we can put the monitor on 1. The way I'm doing that is I'm holding control, selecting the ships that I would like to, and then pressing while holding down control the associated number button to create those groups. So we have one escort, the Griffin has two escorts, the Eradicator has one escort. The bulk of my fleet is going to be on the right side. That way, we really only have to worry about the front and then the left side, rather than fighting in the middle and then having to take on the front, the left, and the right. Alright, so let's see how this goes. Hopefully the monitor can round up all the fighters and just drag them off to the side. Let's see how this goes. While the rest of our fleet is moving that way, we might as well take another capture point. So I can do that with my enforcer buddy here. The upside of fighting these fleets are they're not your typical pirate fleets, which means you do get nice weapons when you defeat them. So that is a blessing. Seeing the bulk of the frigates over here is interesting. I wonder if the slower ships are to the back, maybe back right side. So I'm going to sweep the monitor over this way and just cancel this command. Alright. We can get rid of that Hyperion, that's really good. We don't really have to worry about being flanked. Oh. Looks like we have an opportunity to get rid of the Buffalo here. Let's go do that. And this is that mule opportunity that we were looking at. Oh, we are way off. Let's go ahead over here like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the eliminate command to the Eradicator to help get rid of this mule. I'm also going to give the Griffin that command. I'm going to swap over to the right side here, pick off some of these frigates, and then circle back around. Hopefully our monitor can scoop up some of these ships. Let's drop our shield for a second. Oh yeah, let's get rid of this Hyperion. Okay. Ooh. Oh, we got clipped by that Reaper? Are you kidding me? Oh, what is that? I saw one Reaper coming in and then it was just too late. So let's jump in the Enforcer and deal with the rest of this. That is such a loss. Oh my. Such an annoying loss. Alright. So we're okay. We're actually just gonna jump straight to the Eradicator and just control this. Yeah, no need to fool around. We're gonna dump Flux and then go ahead and... Oh, I bought a Pirate Eradicator instead of the, instead of my, good Eradicator. Alright, so that's a much different fight then. Monitor's doing a good job distracting the Venture. Let's see if we can't... That is... Losing the hammer that early on is just frustrating. Let's let these Enforcers loose. We don't really need to... Oh gosh. We don't need to give them the escort commands. We'll leave this one over here because it's kind of working as a blockade. But we'll swing these around now. You can go ahead and destroy that. You can destroy that. And then you... we're gonna bring you... Oh, we're actually just gonna tell you to attack that. You can attack that. You can attack that, and then you can attack that. We'll keep facing forward so that we can deal with these threats up here. Our Griffin's probably gonna go, unfortunately. Just is what it is. Monitor's doing an excellent job there. You know, normally I don't even consider. Yep. Let the Griffin use the rest of its harpoons since it has more to spare. Normally I don't even consider vigilances with Typhoon Reapers like that much of a threat. But that just goes to show you, you know, never underestimate your enemy. Okay, cool. So this is perfect. Monitor should be just fine. With these Eradicator, or with these Enforcers now, I'm gonna go ahead and give them a couple more Eliminate commands. And oh, you're chasing that. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we'll just make them a little more active. Sure, we can dump our flux when we get a chance. Okay, we do want to make sure that our Griffin isn't getting eliminated here. See if we can't get that Omen. I would actually like to take an Omen from this fight. They're really powerful ships. How many Reapers do you have? So you have the Eliminate command on that Vigilance, so you should actually be able to deal with that. How's our Monitor doing? Monitor's doing just fine. Let's go deal with this. These are Arbalists, so we don't really have to worry about that. When it starts firing its Annihilators, that's when we have to put our shields up. Yeah, we'll just head rush it. There we go. So we can get that done. That's good. That's good. Looks like our fleet is gathering around the nav buoy. That's pretty good. We'll wait till we get another story point, and then we can start issuing a couple more commands. Get a command point. I wish we had more story points. Ooh, swing and a miss. Alright, but we can go ahead over here. Yeah, looks like it'll get away. That's fine. So we can go ahead and start issuing engage commands. And we'll tell the Griffin to fall back. And then we will assign, we'll cancel the escort commands. And we'll just have the Griffin hang out back here. It doesn't need to be this close to the fight. Everybody else should be good. We'll go ahead and give you your engage command. And we'll actually make sure we cancel the engage command on the Vanguard, because that's just a waste. Okay, cool. So we should be good here. We always had the fight, but losing the Losing the hammer early on, man, is just rough. All right, so let's go ahead in here. Wow, that's beautiful. Make sure we're on our harpoon. Oh, we don't have any harpoons left. Look in the corner, the enemy. Okay, now there's sufficient distance away from the Griffin. We're gonna upgrade these to eliminate commands, just so that everybody can get in the fight. Let's upgrade this to eliminate. Upgrade you to eliminate. And we'll group these so that these two both synchronize and attack. And then we'll start attacking the Adventurer. Feminize down. Little dangerous event while it has Hot Reapers, but we're good there. Damage control, point defense, ballistic mastery, missile specialization, and polarized armor. This thing's an actual tank. Let's go back off. Go ahead and dump our flux. Might be a little bit of a waste of a story point, but or a command point, but we'll go ahead and make sure that they all have that eliminate command. We're gonna lose our monitor. Shoot. That's fine. So I'm actually gonna have the Enforcer help here. Cool. So the mule is down, which means we also have an opportunity here to regain some fighter support or some reinforcements, and then we can just go ahead and tell them, hey, come over here. And hopefully the Griffin doesn't destroy itself as it moves past the Venture. But we'll see. Well, we get the Venture anyway. And only thing left is Shepherd, so we're gonna go ahead and claim the victory. So very difficult fight, but I think just I mean, not even not paying attention on the battlefield, just being out of position is what led to us losing the Hammerhead pretty early on. All right, so we'll let them go. See if we get hostile activity. If we do, we're not gonna farm them like last time. We're just gonna go ahead and pursue them. Yes, we'll take back this. And we'll leave the rest. Nice. We get a heavy needler, which is nice. We were looking for that. And we get some railguns. Cool. We don't get a reduction in hostile activity, so we'll just attack this fleet. Well, I guess that's pointless. Is it pointless? Yeah, it's pointless. We don't need a Prometheus. However, if they wander close to our colony, it looks like they're not going to. Alright, well, let's head over to Samara. And let's talk to our contact. Ooh. Hopefully we can pay back this debt eventually. Alright, we're gonna lose a bunch of crew when we dock. But it is what it is. Alright, I think Sphinx needed some supply. Not supply, but one of our goods. Oh, yikes. Crew under strain. Alright, let's get some crew. Well, we have to sell things first. You needed volatiles, okay. So we can sell volatiles, yes. Actually, before we do that, oh, I was looking to see if there was a bar mission for volatile procurement. So we'll sell that. We'll buy the handful odd crew that we need. And pretty much everything that we're borrowing now or buying or selling is just going to our debt. We can sell that to the Independents. Next stop is Nova Maxios and Salamanca. But first, let's head over here, talk to our contact over on Eventide. See what they have for us. Guys, please, no, come back, I swear. Alright, let's buy another handful of crew. Just to keep our ships running. Alright, what do you have for me? Surplus of organics, we don't really care about that. Surplus procurement, we do care about that. We can borrow these from our colonies for 100 and sell it off. So we'll get 220k. So it's a profit of 120k. So we'll accept that. And then you want us to fight pirates. We're not going to. That's not too bad. What else we got? Actually, could we even get supplies cheaper? Looks like no. Looks like not yet. Alright, next stop is going to be Nachiketa. Honestly, for 50k, it might be worth going up there. Let's see. Supply cash, 60k. 8,000? It's probably this one. Too good. Alright. I didn't look at the bars. A little bit of a mistake. Alright, what do you need? You need transmutonic ores. I think we can get these for 75, so we'd be making what, 20 credits per? $20 times 1,300 is not really gonna be worth it. That's like 26,000 credits. You have a surplus of volatiles? Ooh, you mean the volatiles that we just sold you for 100 each? Or 210 each? 220? We can pick them back up. We'll decline for right now. And then you want us to just fight pirates as well. Alright, so the only thing that's really profitable is going to be grabbing those supplies and transferring them. Let's go do that real quick. We'll get them from Ra. And this will bring our debt down 120 plus the 80, so 200k at the end of the month. How are our colonies doing? Interesting. Like, can we make you more profitable? Probably if we start turning like Freeport status back on. But we'll wait until hostile activity ticks down one. Is it just because you can't import enough? Probably because you can't produce enough. When it increases in size, it should fix itself. Starliner? Yes, please. That's a shame. The Starliner is good because it allows you to colonize more conveniently. Holds a lot of crew. That's fine nonetheless. So let's go ahead and grab we'll grab, what do we need? 1,000 supply? Accept it. You need 1,000 units of supplies. Okay. So we'll grab 1,000. Confirm. And we'll swap this out for the standard version while we're here. Cyrus, do that real quick. Alright, yeah, we'll put back you and we'll grab the non-pirate version. Are they? Am I losing my mind? Didn't we have standard versions? I guess we've always been using pirate versions. Well, we don't have enough to I mean, we could. Well, fine. We'll just leave it as is. But we'll swap this out for safety. We'll see if we can wedge in safety overrides. Let's see. Piloting that Eradicator, I immediately noticed that one of the issues it was facing was just it couldn't keep up with anything, and it was just getting outclassed. So Actually, all right, we'll just build it from scratch. Actually, do that. That'll work. Then we'll put in our boy over here. And you want us to deliver food. You want us to deliver food for 209K? Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So we'll go ahead and do that as well. And hopefully they become a contact. If they're a contact on our colony, oh, that would be incredible. We do need fuel. Thankfully we can get cheap fuel in Nachikota. I believe, right? Actually, we'll just get oop, that's gonna piss a lot of people off. Sorry guys. We can just get fuel in the next star system so we're moving quicker. Sorry guys. Imagine what an interdict pulse is you just play oh, are you kidding me? Supplies taken on. No. That's cool. Alright. Anyway, like I was saying, imagine interdict pulse is you playing Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up over like all comm relays, and it just stuns the enemy fleet as they try to figure out what's going on. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop this off. So this will get us our 220K, which will pay for the supplies that we borrowed. We need it over there on Quaddle. Quaddle's down here. That is so annoying. Let's go ahead and turn those in. We are going to need to buy some supply back. We won't buy here, but we will need fuel at least. A little bit of fuel. Looks like those shortages cleared up on Nova Maxios because we just took a little too long. That's fine. Let's head over to Chit Small Stock, buy some cheap supply, and then head on out. That is so annoying. What can you do? You're steady with ordnance expertise? Yeah, we'll hire you. We need supply. I'll just buy a blanket at like 200 just to get us to the next stop. And we need to go over to Sudney to drop this off. Get away from me. Like, actually just get away from me. Let's check some of these missions out. Nothing spawn. Oh, well, there was something over there. That's a little far out the way. Those would have been nice to explore together. Those are interesting. That's 120k. We'll accept that. Now we're looking for things that spawn over there. Are you a pirate fleet? Pirate activity over West Indies right as we arrive. Okay. Let's jump in here. Let's jump in on the fringe. There's a pirate fleet. And let's see if we can make it to Sudanese safely. No, it's not there's a pirate fleet following. Alright. Let's see. Interestingly, there's no interest in Star Sector. So your loans or your debt never like actually grows. Alright. I wonder if the crew you lose go into the pool here. So there might be some interesting things you could do with that. So I'm gonna call the episode here. I'm gonna keep doing trade missions in the next episode. I want to bring our deficit to 0 and then see where we are without borrowing goods, without without having to borrow goods from our colonies, without our debts rolling over, just to see if we're actually anywhere near like profitable, how much we're losing month to month. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that episode. I do have a lot more confidence in our colonies now, and the game just feels a little more familiar at this point. Anyway, other than that, Grumpy out.